Welcome to the Pimp My Setup highlights for episode number 200. The first setup of the day was submitted by Drew.
Right off the bat, it's very clean, very neat. Could use a little more personality, but that's okay. That's something that, you know, you might not want to rush right into. You know, you might want to take your time figuring out what your ideas are and stuff.
You could see how the keyboard is like just completely slanted in the other direction.
Yeah, I mean, I
it's
see
a CSGO thing. It's a video game thing, apparently. Apparently, that's the way you play it. If you play it slanted, like, it's easier for you to...
So what's in the way? Where is he sitting on that little cabinet off to the side?
I don't know. His chair's not showing the photo, but I'm pretty sure he probably sits like straight on. But like the way he uses the keyboard is I don't know how.
Okay, yeah, that's weird. He's got the PC tucked away nicely on the floor.
Yes.
Against the wall, which is nice. Let's take a look at his cable management thing.
Yeah, it's not the greatest.
Listen, it's okay. I mean, we've seen ones that are like horrendous. You know, USB cords, you want to make sure that you wrap them up and you don't kink any of those cables. I'm a big fan of just black vinyl tape because it's the cheapest thing to have. You go to the store, go get some electrical tape, black vinyl tape, and you try to like get them in nice long, when you're doing your cables, loop them long ways, like so they're not tight and short, long, and then try to like tuck it up against the black. You got a black leg on your desk, which is perfect, so you can actually hide the cables right behind there.
Drew scored a 52. The next setup was submitted by James.
I think those are either both TVs or they
look like old TVs.
Okay,
basically.
that's fine. I mean, listen, I use the TV when I use TVs all the time for monitors. You know, you got to use what you got. You know,
yeah.
It kind of sucks that you have to put your PC right there because that's where your feet would be going, and that real estate's always prime real estate for me. I like to keep under my desk cleaned out. Okay, I mean, again, it's an attempt at wire management, and you got to give him points for that. I mean, it's you know, it could be a little better, but he's also working with very limited space.
But I feel like I can easily like put those wires up against the back.
Yeah, he absolutely could. Yeah. His parents might say, you know, you get in a green room and that's it. You know, you can't.
James scored a 56. The next setup was submitted by Roman. There's not a lot to it though, really. Like when you look at this picture, it's like, what is there to even say about him?
No, but then like you flip to his picture with his LEDs on.
Yeah.
And I like purple. I have a guitar that's purple, so that to me is, you know, that's cool. I like how that looks. You know, the red chair with the purple lights, maybe not. Maybe I would stick maybe red lights. Taping, he's doing a whole bunch of stuff there. He's doing the best he can. Now you could still neaten it up, but this is another attempt at wire management. He didn't. It
just doesn't look good at all. That's the thing.
No, it didn't. It doesn't look great, but yeah, I mean, I think it's a very nice setup. What you want to do also is go back and try to give yourself some. I don't recall seeing any type of personality.
Yeah, that's none. Yeah, it's basically like the theme is purple and red.
I feel like I'm in my doctor's office.
Roman scored a 50. The next setup was submitted by Alex.
Let's talk about this. I know I heard you, Tom, the other day on when you did your first solo. You don't like maps.
I like maps. I do like maps, but not when they don't fit.
This map, I don't know if it's me or it's a little crooked. If you can go get yourself a nice little frame to put that in, like they sell those like poster type frames. I don't know the size of that map.
I wonder if he uses his TV for his setup because the wires are going over there unless there's an outlet.
It's possibly. But what I would do is I would definitely like create an area behind his TV set to house all the wires, meaning plug everything in there and then run something over like one wire.
This desk needs to be cleaned up. Like the desk itself, if you look around the whole desk, it's just tons of just miscellaneous stuff.
Yeah, he's definitely got a lot of stuff going.
He needs more storage, or you can use the storage in his, I don't know if the drawers, you know, by the TV are being used for something else, but you can throw some of the stuff that's on the desk away. Alex scored a 60. The next setup was submitted by Andrew.
I don't know how that's I know Matthew likes to attack these microphones. What kind of microphone is that?
That's a snowball. I mean, yeah, snowballs. There's better mics for the price or whatever, but it's fine. It's on a mic arm. It's not in the way, so I think it's a great.
No, I think it's well done.
Yeah.
He could be a little neater with his Legos and his joystick controller.
Like a little,
you know, clean that up a little bit. You know, again, he's younger, so we want to set him on the right path. We don't want to destroy his hopes of ever having a great setup.
In the next photo, this is an older photo. That's why I was showing it, but it's an Asus monitor. So he did upgrade his monitor. He did upgrade some of his peripherals. So he's definitely improving, and you know. Okay, and
I actually like the blue LEDs better than the red. Now the guitars, you can hang those guitars a little better. I mean, if that's your vibe and that's you want to portray, like you're into music and you're into guitars, those should be hanging over your setup, not one on one wall and one in the corner. You can't really see them. You want to display them.
There's weird placement. Andrew scored a 66. The next setup was submitted by George.
Yeah, I mean, it's a nice setup. I like the backdrop on his monitor. Let's take a look at the other picture.
Yeah, see, he has a map. See, this is how a map should be.
See, that's how a map should be displayed. That's exactly right, Tom.
So I mean, like, this is how you display a map. You have to have a nice frame, and it has to look good too.
He's got a very nice natural colored wood desk. He's got a forest theme going.
He's got his PC, but that's probably his laptop that he probably takes on the go or whatever. And I think you should get a stand for that because, like, yeah, it's okay in the corner. It's not being like in the way of anything, but maybe get a stand to make it look prettier. George scored an 82. The next setup was submitted by Mark. TV that's above his monitors is actually for a couch that's across the room. So he's not using that as a setup. He just uses it when he's sitting on his couch.
It's very clean. I mean, this is very minimalistic. I like the LED, the blue LEDs. I like the stand holding the headset.
Yeah.
I like that he doesn't have garbage all over the place. Your setup's gonna get messy. You install some new stuff. You don't exactly wire management right away. You know, it's messy. But when you're presenting it to show for critiquing and stuff, this is how you do it.
Theme's great. You know, you got Boston Red Sox. You know, I'm not a huge fan of Boston, but you know,
I mean,
that's great. You know, theme on the shelves, not on the desk. Like, yeah, he has 3 things on the desk, but I think that's fine. Like, I think that's the perfect amount for that side. Mark scored an 86. The next setup was submitted by Pedro.
A little crazy with the, is that Marilyn Monroe hanging on the wall?
It might be. I mean, this is his living room after, so maybe it's his mom's or something like that.
I would say, Mom, you know, can we get that out of here? You know, I want to put like something else up here.
Yeah.
And listen, I love great finds. $10 desk find.
Yeah, it looks like a great desk.
Great job, yeah.
You're
awesome.
Using it great, too.
If it's actual wood, I can't really tell.
Yeah.
But if it's actual wood, you sand it down, lightly sand it down, and then you can paint it. You can paint it black. You can paint it any color you want.
Yeah, I think he did a great job utilizing the space.
Absolutely. I definitely think so.
And I think that I like the green, too. Like, he's got the green LEDs, you know, green on his LED keyboard. Pedro scored a 68. The next setup was submitted by Carl. Carl was on episode 152. He shares a room with his wife. He took everyone's advice, and he got a bigger desk. But unfortunately, it was mislabeled and came in black instead of white. But it's actually growing on him with the contrast with the black and the white.
I like it. I like the black.
I like it too.
I like the black.
He also added Alex drawers for better storage, centered himself up better on the desk, and swapped the computer to the other side so he can both show off the custom paint job and the detail work and show off the inside of the case.
The theme, the black with the microphone and the microphone stand, and you got, I guess, a Vive there. Is that a Vive?
Yeah, he's got his Vive. He's got a separate area for his Vive, but he wanted to show it off, you know, with the headstand.
That's cool. That's what you got to do. And I love the case.
And then this is his wife's setup. His wife is the Sith or whatever. You know,
she's
so, yeah. So I don't know if she chose that.
Overall, very nice setup. I mean, like I like how it's done. I mean, really,
there's really nothing really to say about it. It's just really good.
He just keeps pouring extra points on top of extra credit on top of extra credit with all the extra stuff he's done here.
Carl scored a 96. The next setup was submitted by Gavin.
7 years old. Better than my setup. Better than my current setup.
7 years old, no one had a setup. I mean, let's be real. Like, this is awesome.
Very
he's got a lot of
interesting.
theme. Like, you can't tell him that. He's like, what is he into? He's into all this stuff.
That's it's really cool. And what I like about it is that it's compact. He's got his whole setup in one spot.
Gavin scored an 80. The final setup of the day was submitted by KC. I know why you're mad.
You know why I'm mad.
I know why you're mad, but come on.
I'll cut you some slack, but the Cowboys, come on, dude.
It's a cool setup.
The TV needs to have the wire management a little better.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I love the setup. I love the content. I love that the theme. He's got a theme.
Monitor placement. It looks fine, right? It doesn't seem like it's angled too, like, you know, it's like angled in weird.
Yeah.
Because looking at the second photo, it's like, it seems a little weird, but it probably is.
I'm going to tell you why it looks a little weird to you. It's because the top of that desk that holds it wasn't designed for probably the monitor sizes that he has.
Yeah.
So if he would have went where it was a little more flat out, he'd probably be hitting the walls.
And the chair is not the greatest too. It's like, now you just need to upgrade, really. It's like, that's what it comes down to. Maybe upgrade the keyboard, upgrade the chair, cable management.
Yeah, cable management, you didn't even attempt it, dude.
It seems like he kind of did, because he has that big piece in the back that he probably threw some cables back there, because he has the extension cord or whatever that is. But he's got like the easiest thing to do. All you need to do is just like literally just throw all the cables up against that backboard.
Well, again, that's where the cargo net would come in handy.
Yeah,
like we were talking about, you drop it into the back of the cargo net, right along the back.
Tons of tape. Casey scored an 84. Carl walked away with first place. Thank you for watching the Pimp My Setup highlights for episode number 200.